Miss Patten?
Thank you, President. My matter this evening is well, it's important, but probably not as interesting as, or it's a little bit less dull than Mr. Finn's. But my matter is for the Minister for Planning, and the action I seek is an expansion into the inclusionary housing program, the pilot that has been going, as well as an increase in the social housing percentages. You know, it really is. It's sad. I mean, it's a disgrace that Victoria spends less than any other state on public and community housing. Just 3.5% of all dwellings fall into this category. This is despite Melbourne boasting over 200 hectares of government-owned land that could host 30,000 homes. And this was according to the University of Melbourne. So I'm joining with a number of organisations called the Victorian Council of Social Services, the Council to Homeless Persons, the Community Housing Industry Association, Domestic Violence Victoria, Tenants Victoria and Victorian Public Tenants Association to work alongside them in building 3,000 extra homes each year, effectively a new Whittlesea each year. Now, this can be done by expanding how we use public land, but it can also be expanded in lots of, I think, more novel ways, like build-to-rent programs, by setting in incentives for developers to introduce social housing into their developments. There's a whole range of tools and levers that we have to include this, but we have to act now. At the moment, the government has announced that it will build 100 new houses. Now, that doesn't go anywhere near. That is a drop in the ocean to actually what we need. There was 80,000 people looking for housing in the last 4 years. 20,000 sought help from homelessness services just last year and were turned to, and those were the ones who were turned, 1 in 3 of them was turned away. So we have an absolute crisis, and I know any of us who walk around the city can see that crisis firsthand. It's in our suburbs, but particularly we see it in our streets. So the action that I'm seeking is for the government to extend the inclusionary housing pilot program and set up some ambitious social housing percentages in the surplus government residential land sales.